So I've decided to use this satin fluorescent ribbon, and when I placed it where I'm thinking about placing it, I decided I wanted it to be more dramatic. So I'm going to make two and sew them on top of each other in place. So you just tie your bow just like you're tying your shoes. Pull that knot tight, and I think for the second bow or the first, not sure, I'm gonna give it longer tails. Well, maybe not. Well, all right, I think so. Maybe one longer tail. I like when things don't match perfectly. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, yeah, why not? Remember, you're the designer of your emoji, so you can do whatever you'd like with it. Now I'm using thread that somewhat coordinates with this green, but I don't have fluorescent thread. There is such a thing, I just don't have it. So I am sewing together my two bows, and I'm going to be mindful that you're going to be able to see the stitching, so I'm going to try to think of how I can do this so you can at least see the stitches and the thread. It might even change the placement of how I place this bow. So you can make a bow out of felt if you have it left over. And why I love using felt is that it does not fray, meaning the fabric won't fray and it just looks great over time. So I think this is good for me right here. And I am going to sew, actually I'm thinking, nope, that's still good. So I'm going to bring this thread to the back of my bow, not catching the tail or the loops. Sometimes this happens when you sew with ribbon and bows. And I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to give it a nice stitch. And then I'm going to turn it around so I could see what I'm doing. And I'm going to grab some fabric and tack it to the bow and pull. So we're going to grab fabric and tack it to the bow. And I'm always going to try and keep that stitch under this knot of the ribbon. I'm going to do it a few more times because you never know. If someone may be a little rough with this pillow, or if some dog decides to chew it, which I would tell you, if you have a pet, keep your keep your pillows away from your pet, because you probably put in so much time, and then here comes your pet, and within minutes they've devoured your pillow. And it's also not very safe for them. All right, so now I'm going to end off right in here as I'm tacking it on. I'm going to do two tight end offs, 1 and 2. Just trying to grab more in the back. Here's my loop, 2. I'm going to cut my thread, and it looks like we have a wild side bow with sort of coordinating, but in the same family color fabrics. And I hope your emoji came out awesome, and I can't wait to see it.